everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a day in the life video, so I thought I'd take you through a typical day in the life of mine where I try to get some cleaning, some laundry, some baking, and an at-home workout done. It can be a bit of a challenge to accomplish everything on my to-do list as I am a married mom of 3. I have 2 boys ages 7 and 2 and a 4-year-old girl. And if you're new here, my name is Sarah and I post weekly videos with cleaning, decluttering, and organization motivation. If you do enjoy today's video, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up. And if you do enjoy my content, I would love to have you as a subscriber. So if you can subscribe to my channel and then hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos from me. Thank you so much for joining me today, and let's do this. So on this particular morning, I had gotten up before the kids, which I like to do most mornings, and had folded some laundry that had been done the day before. I knew that I was going to have some more laundry to do that day, so I wanted to get this laundry folded so I could get it put away, so I wasn't playing catch up with having to fold this plus the other loads that were happening on this day. After I got the laundry folded and put away, I went ahead and started tidying the kitchen. Even though if we get everything tidied up the night before, there's still always at least the dishwasher to unload. Sometimes there's dishes to put away that are drying from the night before. And then in this case, I was also putting all the dishes away from the kids' breakfast after they had finished eating. Here's an example. I did laundry yesterday afternoon, and this is already a full basket of laundry just from yesterday alone. So this is why I try to do it every day, because if I left it, this would be 2 or 3 baskets if I left it 2 or 3 days, and I just don't really want to do it in big loads, because then I feel like it takes my whole entire day just to do laundry alone. Next up, I did a quick tidy of the family room. I try to do this the night before, but sometimes it doesn't happen, so I just spent about 10-15 minutes just giving it a quick tidy and a vacuum just to start the day off for the clean room. I try to start the laundry in the morning, that way it's done by lunch or just early afternoon. So one thing we started doing was we used to check any dirty laundry that the kids, like the kids' dirty socks throughout the day, if they took them off, cloths, towels, anything like that, we just chuck them downstairs and they land right here. But then I got tired of it just being a big pile. So now this is one of our smaller laundry baskets that I don't like to use anyway because it's too small. So I just leave this down here, and then we just chuck anything down here that needs to go in the laundry. And that way I just kind of empty it out and pick it up on my way down to the laundry room. I do an online boot camp that's 3 workouts a week. It's called Tight and Toned, and it's hosted by Kathie Vandermeer. And the great thing is she posts a live workout 3 mornings a week. But they are kept recorded for 7 days, so you can access it at any point in time that's more convenient if the time doesn't work for you. So it's been really awesome because it requires minimum equipment and I'm able to do it from my own family room, so it works great with a busy life with kids, with work, and everything else. What I also like about it is that it's only 30 minutes, so it only takes 30 minutes of my day to do it, so I can easily squeeze it in at some point, whether it's during the live workout or at the end of the day or in the middle of the day. It doesn't take very long to do, so that's one thing I do like about it. After I switched the laundry, then I started working on the assignments with my son that he had for the week. Once he was done, I took pictures of all of them so I could scan them onto my computer, and then that way I could post them onto the website to upload them for his teacher to review them. At this point, it was about 11 o'clock in the morning and I was starting to get quite hungry because I hadn't had breakfast yet. So I made myself an egg wrap. So I just scrambled a couple eggs. I mixed in some sweet pepper with the scrambled egg as well. And then on the wrap itself, I put some ketchup, a little bit of cheddar cheese, and I sliced some grated tomatoes in half. And it was absolutely delicious. It's a great meal. And I also used the garden vegetable wraps and they are absolutely filled with flavor. So I quite enjoy it. After I finished eating, I put a few groceries away that my in-laws had been kind enough to pick up for us, and then I made the kids some craft dinner for lunch. I got these egg containers from Costco. They hold 18 eggs in each, and we are constantly overfilling them with eggs because we go through eggs quite quickly in our house. Between baking, having them for breakfast, or sometimes dinner even, we do go through eggs quite frequently. While I was cooking the kids' craft dinner, I was starting to mash the bananas for banana chocolate chip muffins. I like to mash the bananas ahead of time first to measure out how much I have, so then I know how many batches of muffins I'm going to be making. I make full-size muffins as well as mini muffins when I make them. Lunch is all done and cleaned up, I'm going to start making the banana chocolate chip muffins. I make regular size muffins as well as mini muffins, and with the regular size muffins I use regular size chocolate chips, but for the mini muffins I use mini chocolate chips. I'll include the recipe for the banana chocolate chip muffins in the description box below. If you're looking for a great cooling rack or in place of a hot pad, this rolled out mat is absolutely amazing. It's from Epicure and it's great because I can fit both these muffin pans. You can use this cooling rack, you can put it on top of your sink and wash your vegetables with it. It's very multifunctional, and the greatest part about it is that you can roll it up and tuck it away so it doesn't take very much space to store. It's my new favorite thing I got for my kitchen recently, and I highly recommend it. I think it's something that any kitchen can use, big or small. Whether you have lots of storage or lack of storage, I think it's something that is just super handy, and you could take with you in a motorhome or RV if you want to have something tucked away that you could use as a hot pad. But it's definitely something that I recommend. Once the muffins were all done or in the oven, I started to clean up all the dishes. Now that the kitchen's cleaned up, I can start folding the laundry that's done. So I sat down and watched some TV and started folding that. Later in the afternoon, once my husband was home from work, I started to make dinner. This particular night we were having breakfast for dinner, so I made a bunch of scrambled eggs, some hash browns, as well as some toast. So we typically try to have dinner between 5 and 5:30 because otherwise any later we find the kids start to get too tired. Most nights after dinner, my husband will hang out and play with the kids and put our youngest down for a nap, and I'll just work on cleaning up the kitchen after dinner. I don't know what it is, but sometimes I find it soothing or relaxing in a weird way to just do some dishes, clean up the kitchen. I think it's because after it's all done, I just feel so good when the space is so cleaned up. After we put our youngest down to bed and the kitchen was all cleaned up, then my husband and I went out and cleared off the patio because my dad was coming over the next day to give it a good power wash, because as you can see, it was definitely needing to be done because there's some green on it. So we moved everything from the patio onto our grass area of our backyard. Well, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel, as I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!